Gupta brings about 27 years of experience as an administrator, business leader, entrepreneur, mentor, and Indian IT growth facilitator. He is playing an instrumental role in enabling Karnataka's objective to accelerate the growth and investments in digital economy with a focus on many of the core verticals. He has served in various leadership roles covering South Asia for companies like Accenture and its MD, Microsoft as its country general manager, IBM, and has also been the MD and CEO of Lahiri Mysuru. With MBA, MPhil and Lean Six Sigma Black Belt and various awards, the US University has also awarded him the honorary doctorate. He is one of the various board members and panel advisor and governing council member of various government and private organizations. And apart from professional outlook, he is also a poet. Over to you, Mr. Gupta.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Little bit more energy, sir. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Nasscom, for giving me an opportunity to be here and talking to the great technocrats, the corporates, and the startups. This 10 minutes host is Sanjeev Gupta, who is coming from Karnataka Digital Economy Mission. So warm welcome from KDEM. And what this KDEM talks about and why we are here. KDEM is talking about of economy which is driven by digital in nature. Yeah, thank you. Our economy which is driven by digital in nature, and we are focusing on creating an ecosystem which can contribute a $300 billion of digital economy from Karnataka towards $1 trillion digital economy of India's aspiration. That means the state looking forward to contribute almost 1/3 of the India's aspiration. Can we do this? Little bit louder, sir and gentlemen.
Yes.
Definitely we can do this. And we will be able to contribute and position Karnataka in the one more edge of the digital economy. And the slogan that we have picked together is by the industry for the industry. That means bureaucracy or the government is looking at supporting the industry initiative, sitting on a co-pilot seat or a back seat. Let the driving seat be run by the industry. And that's the nature of the new strategy that we're trying to adopt to grow the digital economy. When we say this, what we are looking at from our side is to focus on certain goals, certain aspirations, and some of the focus areas. From the KDEM, the Karnataka Digital Economy Mission, we are looking at if we reach the stage, we should be at least 40% plus state GDP coming from digital economy. Ever thought about it? A state GDP, 40% plus. We are looking at creating a 2 million skilling workforce, and also looking at how the startups, which is you are here today, I know how many of startups are here, maybe majority of them, you are going to contribute 5% of the state GDP in coming years. And this is what our goals and aspirations are. And what we do is become like an enabler, like a bridge between the government and the industry. We become like your friends and push the agenda which is going to be linking up from a strategy perspective for execution. We also look into for attract investments in the state, and we also increase as the last outcome is my KR is to say that every year to year how much we're reaching. Friends, how much is today's digital economy in the state? Any guess? Anybody? 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110? And I'm stopping here. So the answer is $110 billion we are today right now.
Wow.
Right. What we focus upon, I said, digital economy comprises of, for me, the IT, ITS, the innovation in startups, electronic system design manufacturing, and then focusing on the talent as well as a different mission which is called as Beyond Bangalore mission. And I will focus on saying that why we require a mission of this kind. In one of the slides come up, I'm struggling with this clicker. Okay, where Karnataka stands today, you should feel proud. You are in a state which is ranked number 1 continuously on innovation index, which is globally ranked as number 10, and you are welcomed with the group of unicorns which is 43 right now candidate from this. Total is 104, 105. So you can say 40% of the unicorns, as the previous panel was talking about, if you just walk into HSR in Koramangala, the next person is just no other than the other unicorns. And that is what we are today here. We are into the fourth largest, if you say the Bangalore as such, is the fourth largest technology cluster. Fortune 500 companies, 400 companies have their R&D, which is an innovation center in their various products and services based out of Karnataka and Bangalore. And if I pick up the Fintech for a while, as a Fintech day from the Nasscom, we have around 6,000 plus Fintech companies in India. And if you look at the numbers, roughly $8 billion fund was raised by the Fintech companies, around 280 companies who raised that. And average ticket size was 33 million. The next slide, please clap for the Fintech guys. $6.5 billion raised by Bangalore out of $8 billion. Out of 280, 254 companies were actually from Karnataka who raised the funds. And 119 these are in pipeline to get closure of raising the funds. Where is the future? Where is the Fintech? Where is the technology? Where are entrepreneurs? It is coming here from Karnataka. And I am seriously very proud of every one of them. And when we say this, then we come back and say, what you can do more? How do we define this journey, a very different journey, which is never seen by any other segment of the technology? So let's focus very differently onto the Fintech and find out. We aspire to make Karnataka a global hub for Fintech. And can we do this? Answer is yes. And if we have some statistics to throw on the table, is if we are looking at 2030, the market size of the Fintech $1 trillion, Karnataka should aim for $500 billion market size to achieve out of this. Today we are 10 unicorns with a $50 billion market size. By 2030 we should be aiming for a 50 unicorns with 100 sonicorns. And if that's the case here, and I think we are on a right track, because we're showing those momentum by the deals are coming place, the new line of ideas which are coming up, the different segments of the Fintech are there. It's not just for lending. It's now going into various fields of the Fintech. We set up a very important one, which is a Fintech task group. And this Fintech task group is supposed to help us what with some of the vision and the mission for us. The vision for us is to create an ecosystem which encourages the Fintech journey to grow. And the mission is to find out those challenges. Which are those challenges? How do we identify them? And progressively work towards to find those solutions for those challenges. And that's what we're talking about, our objective. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the great guys who has come together in a Fintech task group, and they have submitted a fantastic roadmap report for us. Who's who? From Craig to Zerodha to everybody else, to Razorpay, to the cash fees, and everybody else is part of this, including our public sector banks as well. SBIs, you have those Karnataka Bank, everybody is part of this group. Now what they've done is, in last 6 months, they have gone into various deliberations and discussions to find out how do we make Karnataka as a global Fintech hub. And for that, they have put up a road and approach for this. What they come out is, we need to identify challenges, of course, yes, and launch a targeted activities for addressing those challenges. One of them would be, look at a center of excellence which can create an eyepiece, make like a knowledge hub. How do we create a knowledge hub of the Fintech which is now here in Karnataka and make this available to across the world as well, not only limiting to ourselves, but to access this knowledge hub. So we want to create this. We also want to have an access to $100 billion of VC fund, a VC network fund, which is available for the Fintech. How do we do this? This is another one, as an aspiration the Fintech task group is working on. Find out those regulatory sandbox. Today our own sandbox is available for us from RBI, and thanks our RBI is also next to our door in our own building where we are sitting together. But what I'm trying to say is global sandbox. How do we create a market access, give up Fintech opportunities market access globally? How they can access that? Can KDEM work into create that global virtual sandbox? The answer is, for Bangalore we have identified as a Fintech hub. And thus we want to promote that and to make it happen. Anybody, why Bangalore as a Fintech hub? Why not some other place? Anybody want to comment on this?
Because of the banks there, the 4 national banks there.
Yeah.
Canada Bank, Karnataka Bank, all of them are from
genetically, the hub of this, The large public sector banks, around 6 to 7 public sector banks were born from this city in India. So we have this one. Why can't we leverage the strength of the finance and accounting and the banking to create a fintech hub for this? And so we thought, thank you so much for this great answer. And exactly that's the case is. So we are promoting this bank at this Bangalore. Not only center of excellence that's supposed to be located there in Bangalore, but also the companies have started investing there. We have got some 4 companies who have set up, have given this. One has already set up, 3 are in pipeline to set up. And this exercise I'm talking about is last 6 months back. So we are on the track in terms. I'll just take another couple of minutes and find out. Then we're talking about a cluster seed fund. The cluster seed fund is a very specific fund for Bangalore-based startups. But if it's angel fund, which is completely given by the government and the industry coming together. Bangalore-based cluster seed fund for fintech is available. Then you have an accelerator which is available in Bangalore for fintech. And then these fintech unicorns and sonicorns are expanding their operations in there. Our roadmap is what? Pick up 4 or 5 elements of this. One roadmap is obviously now come out of a fintech policy by the state. No state has a fintech policy. We will come out with a policy now in detail. Then we talk about a Karnataka Center of Excellence on the fintech. We're going to talk about of innovation corpus of $100 billion from a VC network that we need to put together. We have to find out the talent which is required for this and the mentorship. Last point, which is very, very important, is a fintech literacy. How make sure our customers, clients, etc. are able to use a fintech. And we need to do a lot of fintech literacy onto this. If you see this roadmap, we're talking about from a policy to the knowledge, to the corpus of the funding, towards the talent, towards the mentorship, and then towards the client. This is the 360-degree view of the way the fintech ecosystem needs to be nourished to create Karnataka as a global hub of fintech. What I'm asking for you today is, all startups and all corporates which are there, please cheer up for all of them and just say, motivate us by saying, cheers to Karnataka. Welcome to the Fintech Club. Thank you.
Why not Karnataka Tower cannot be a fintech hub? And why you only considered Mangalore to be that? Because I know people are there, from the ages, but why can't we tap that Mangalore to become a fintech?
No, absolutely yes. Unfortunately, the AI is becoming a hub in Hubli, Belgaum. I don't know whether you know or not. Ladies and gentlemen, Karnataka promotes the highest AI resources. You can say all of them must be in Bangalore, but 3,000 AI resources are right now positioned in Hubli working for global clients. We want to nourish this and make an AI hub. Now, AI for what? AI could be for fintech, AI could be for health tech, AI could be for anything else. So the answer lies in merging certain activities together. Anybody else? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Nasscom.